Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage and welcome to episode 10 of Crusader Kings 2. We've had some pretty bad luck through the length of this Let's Play. We've had some nasty wars, we've had some failed attempts to fabricate claims, we've had most of our heirs and relations dying off to various diseases and things and bits and pieces like that. And it's got us into a position where we currently have a female ruler and she is married and she does have a daughter, neither of which are our dynasty. We need to try and kill off the husband or get a few children of our own that we can call our dynasty. It's going to be a little bit difficult, but we need to try our best to try and get a few lovers. Well, we actually got a few. We're actually banging most of the court at the moment, but we still haven't managed to fall pregnant. Wow, what we've got here to the Duchess. Who's this? This is actually our own spy master. I know what you're doing with my acquaintance, Andrusel, you foul spider. However, I understand the flesh is weak and I'll be willing to keep quiet about this affair for a small donation. So we can give him 11 gold to shut up, or he can tell everybody. We'll give him the 11 gold. We just want to... Right, he's no longer our lover. Well, that's fine. He wasn't being very useful anyway. So that means we can go ahead and try and get another one, possibly. You're 24. You might possibly be okay, so let's go ahead and seduce. Obviously, you need to try and find people that are of a certain, shall we say, childbearing age, as it were. And our spy we still need to try and kill off the husband. Now, could we increase our plot power at all with our spy master? Building the spy network, I think, is the one that... yeah, that increases the plot power. It's only by 7%, though, so it wouldn't be a huge amount. Yep, that one's going to work. So, do we want to build a spy network in Leicester? We'll attempt to do it and see if it works. Daughter was bitten by a snake this morning. The brave little fool keeps seeking out danger. I'm not too bothered about her because she's not my dynasty, so it doesn't really bother me all that much. So we'll give her the trait brave just for the shits and giggles of it. Now that we've got our... spy master here, we should have slightly more plot power. Yeah, 33.5% still isn't an awful lot. We'll auto-invite people to the plot. We'll just wait for the autosave. There's not really many people that would be willing to do anything. We just don't have people liking us enough. Ah, I must be with child. Will my husband believe that it is his? Hopefully not, because ideally we want to try and... pass it off as our dynasty, not his. Our steward has left, hardly surprising. He wasn't very happy with the state of things. You are going to be our new steward. I don't have another title that I can give you, but I'm going to send you to collect taxes in Leicester for the time being. Castle walls have been built in Evesham, that's fine. We don't have a massive amount of money, so we will wait. I think what we might have to do is consider the... Right, that's still not going to work, which is very annoying. We're going to have to consider the possibility that we need to have a summer fair or two. Just to try and get our prestige up. We need to wait until May, so it won't be too long. And then hopefully we can start having feasts. Nobody likes us at the moment, which I think is one of the reasons why we're having so much trouble in sort of killing people off where need be. Can't do anything else with anyone at the moment. What about the Pope? I'm guessing you... Well, you don't mind me all that much. We could try and seduce the Pope. Not sure how that would work. We don't want to become stressed here. Have some money. Would you give me any money? No, you don't like me. Don't like me enough, apparently. That's a little bit of a shame. Let's speed things up again a little bit. Give him a taste of what he is missing. Okay, fine. Let's just try everything we can to get a male heir. That's what we need to do. Gain 5 prestige. Yes, why not? We're still at minus 23 prestige. It is going up. We will be in the positive prestige soon. There we go. Minus 18. Great fun while it lasted. There we go. Minus 8. I think you need to be at 100 or 200 before you can actually have a feast. Where is it? Yep, you need prestige of at least 100. A son was born to the Duchess of Mercia and the King. Now, he's the heir. He's still not technically of my dynasty, unfortunately. You've got to pick a new ambition. Doesn't matter which one we really sort of pick at this point. But, yeah, unfortunately, he's the heir of the wrong dynasty. We still need to try and kill off the husband, but that's going to be really, really difficult. Yeah, but at least we could... This is some of the things you can do as the females. It's just an easy way to sort of get people to like you. Use it as you see fit. Did you just get killed off? Spy Master has been murdered. That is fine. We'll go ahead and get a new one. There aren't any really good ones around, are there? Let's just go and see if we can find characters and get ourselves a really good Spy Master, potentially. There are no people in my realm, apparently. There we go. You're the best possible Spy Master we could get. Invite to court. Would you come? No. Because you've got no reason to. Of course you haven't. Fine, you will have to do, and you are going to carry on scheming in Leicester. Yes, this is going to be very, very difficult at the moment. What do we do? How do we find a way around this if we can't kill off the husband? We are pregnant again. Maybe at some point he won't believe it's his and we will actually have a legitimate heir. Maybe I'll just see if I can get him killed. What about if I raise my own personal... Right, I've got a bishopric down here, which probably won't let me raise any of the levies. No. So if we go to... Where's the smallest one? Tamworth. If I raise my local levies, that should allow me to put husband in as the leader, possibly. What's his name? King Ettore. So if we select these guys, and can we search for him? Yeah, he's there. So we can actually put him in. And if we split this army up, won't let us split. Split in half. Army of King Ettore. Select. And let's just go and march you around and just basically try and get you killed. I'm going to throw you into Vikings and all sorts of stuff. Again, I'm not really bothered what she ends up with, so I don't care too much. We are going to disband you. Now, I appreciate we could end up just losing lots of troops doing this. How are things now in Bedford? 97. Let's go to Oxford. He hates us, but we need to sort that out. So, you are going to go to Oxford. So, if I just move into Devon, I don't know how big that is. Yeah, so I don't know if we'll actually be able... You'll be able to attack us. Random people dying under suspicious circumstances. Pope has died. We have an open court chaplain position, which is going to be you. You are going to suck up to the Pope for what little use it does. Because until we form a kingdom, we're not going to be able to get much money out of them. Still struggling to actually find a fight here. Give him a taste of what he's missing. Let's go ahead and... Can't split it again because we've only got a single unit here. Another son born. Again, it's still of the wrong dynasty. Hopefully at some point we're going to get one that ends up not being thought of as the husband's. Which is becoming a real pain. Gain 1 learning could be useful. Well, certainly the most interesting option that we have. Come on, I need some Vikings landing on my own shores. I don't suppose we can still... do we have any plots that we could enact? No. And I don't suppose we've still got much potential power of killing him off, have we? No. Is there anybody that really doesn't like him? Could we find out if there's anybody that absolutely hates him? You have a rival. So how about, just for example, if we were to plot to assassinate you, and we auto-invite to plot. If we then go and speak to your rival, would you be willing to join the plot? No, we don't have the option for you to do that. That's a shame. Damn it, we're really struggling to kill off the husband. Don't even think I've got a legitimate reason to arrest him. Could imprison him. Could request a divorce. Would lose 100 piety. We may get the divorce. Let's see if we can. It'll probably say no. Yeah, I cannot grant you a divorce, which is a real pain in the arse. So, we could... I mean, we could get really drastic. We could imprison him. 82% chance of success. And it will be seen as tyrannical and will lower all of our subjects' opinion of us by 40. Now, that does go away. Eventually. But now he is locked behind bars. So, if we do have any more children, hopefully they shouldn't be seen as his. We could also potentially execute him as well. Again, that will be seen as tyrannical. That's going to hurt relations even more. But that is fine. We just want to try and keep buttering people up as much as possible. Keep building up the prestige. Keep building up the money. We might need to keep some in the bank because we might well need it for mercenaries at some point. Don't need to keep these guys up anymore because we have... we've sort of dealt with that issue. Again, not bothered about these children because we won't be able to play as them one way or another. So what we need to try and do... will my husband believe it's his? Well, probably not because he's in prison. Not too sure how that one is going to work. Now, we are 30, so there's still plenty of time to have children. My husband just stormed in. How? He's in prison. Roaring and smashed the chairs. He knows about my affair and he knows that the child I carry is not his. Awesome. Please let it be a boy. And please let me claim it as my own dynasty. Now, we are still technically married. If we have him executed... maybe it won't be his dynasty. This is going to be very, very risky. We can have him banished. We get a fair bit of gold. Or we can have him executed. Vassal's opinion -10. Cost 20 piety. Have it done. He is now dead. I am no longer married. So let us consider... getting married, but we want someone that would be willing to have a matrilineal marriage. We'd also like someone with fairly high intrigue if fairly high diplomacy if possible. You would be willing... Gasconet, what about you? Lesbos. But you'd be willing to go for a matrilineal marriage. You are a bastard, which is fine. You're quick though. The quick trait is desirable. Would you be willing to marry up? Actually would. Wouldn't give us an alliance. But on the plus side, any children now will be of our dynasty. We'll get the 100 prestige. That will be really nice. We still need to have a male heir before we can do anything else though. We might... I know I'm not playing optimally here, but what I'm trying to do is dig myself out of a hole. So that is the actual plan right now. We actually have enough prestige to go ahead. We certainly have enough money. Oh, one day off. We can go in and we can hold a feast. We'll probably have a lot of people who don't wish to turn up. A son was born. Now then, who does he count as? Doesn't count as my dynasty, I don't think. And I'm now ill. The bishop has acknowledged the child. So it still doesn't count as my dynasty. Which is still problematic. What we need to do now, because we have a new husband, is we can break up with these people. Do we want to break up with the Chancellor? Don't think it has any long-term negative effects, but we're going to break up with all of those. But hopefully, Yeah, there's a lot of people that aren't going to want to come along. Hopefully we will have a child of our own dynasty, and that will solve the problems. We've got Vikings have turned up. Let's go ahead and raise some levies. In fact, you've got enough men there to just walk straight in. Probably won't catch them. It never really discourages the AI from sending them in. The AI just literally keeps sending them and pretty much throughout the game. Discovered a plot where Earl Cole, Wolf of Oxford, seeks to fabricate a claim on the Duchy of Weiss. That is fine. We'll end up telling them to stop that automatically. Hopefully they will. Guests have arrived. Yeah, we really need to try and make sure we get a child. Fever is gone and we're no longer ill. That is good. Had great fun and so did everyone else. We could start trying to kill off some of our many, many illegitimate children. It seems harsh, but the thing is... Oh, no valid plots. No valid plots to kill your own children. That is strange. Can we not deal with any of them at all? What about you? No valid plots. That is a strange... Have we already got a plot going that I haven't cancelled? No. That is fine. We're almost able to get another feast going, which we will. Hold a feast. We have to wait until November. But it's worth it. It's only 25 gold per year to keep doing it, and it will constantly increase our prestige. And it will also increase the how much our vassals like us. Oh dear, I must be with child. Will my husband believe it says, well, isn't it? Hopefully he will. Hold a feast. Yep, still waiting for a couple of days. There we go. Hold another feast. And all my vassals will be there, apart from the ones that don't like me. So we may just be digging ourselves out of the hole. Spend enough to satisfy everyone's hunger. Invite all the people. Lots of people will tell us to go away. Yeah, don't like you either. That's fine. Just trying to save the game at the moment, just to make sure that we don't end up... I mean, literally, I could have a random roll and die at any moment, and it'll be game over. Or we could be assassinated by somebody, and that'll be game over. So you do have to be careful. Last of the guests returned. So we are getting some opinion modifiers. We've got once again more annoying Vikings. We have enough people nearby to just sort of jump in. Again, they'll probably get away. Not bothered about that. Doesn't really affect me. We do have weak claims that we can press, and successor you should nominate successors for these titles in the Kingdom of Italy. Can I not nominate myself? I doubt it. Nominate. Nominate myself. Can I not nominate myself? Yep, I'm currently nominating myself because why not? We did actually manage to do that. Let's just move everybody should be in our own lands there, so we'll just yeah, that fine. Everyone will return home. That's good. Just making sure that all of my units are in my own territory when I stand them down, because if you don't, then you lose half of the manpower, which is a little bit of a shame. Righteous imprisonment. You're causing more harm than good. You actually managed to lower his opinion and raise his opinion at the same time. Dangerous factions. We've actually got a faction that wants independent, which is this Count John. Oh, let's pause. This Count John of somewhere or another. You are my vassal, are you? Can we imprison you? There's only a 40% chance it'll work. Let's have a look under the intrigue. It is a pretty big threat. I'll give him that. What about the guy that is involved in the plot? You. Could we imprison you? Only a 33% chance. Now, how much don't you like me by? Minus 23. What about if we give you a gift? And you've already got an honorary title. Well, we'll give you a gift anyway. Let's see if that actually helps. We have a daughter. We don't want a daughter. At least she is our bloodline, though. No heir of my dynasty. That shouldn't be right, though. She is of my dynasty. Yeah, so she is of my dynasty, but she isn't currently the heir. So we need to try and eliminate the heirs. Now, our current heir is this kid here, and I'm not too sure why we can't get rid of him. Lots of people wanting to fabricate claims. Yeah, we really need to try and get rid of some of these random children if we can. Right. Don't have much of a chance of catching you either. Factions-wise, they're all getting pretty dangerous. Not an awful lot we can do about it, though. We've just got to wait and see what happens. Very, very strange that we can't plot to kill off our own children. Because that used to be something that you could do. Request excommunication. Can't send them into hiding. Is not a commander, is not a prisoner, is not a councillor. Has to be a target of a plot. Could legitimise the child. Now what? Now you do technically count as my dynasty. So we could go ahead and legitimise you. We'd lose some piety. Some people's opinion would drop. But that's fine. We can deal with that. So that gives us a legitimate child. Who's still not technically our heir. Because there's somebody else in the way. What we basically need to do is get rid of these two boys. And then it might just work out. So peddlers are selling all sorts of food, clothing and exotic spices and luxuries such as glass and jewels filled the town square with their wares and shouts. We could lose some gold and lose 1 stewardship to gain 5 general opinion. There's a 50% chance that we get a trait that is not particularly useful to us, and 50% chance of getting 10 prestige. We could get kind or stressed, and one person's opinion of us could change by -10 for 1 year. I think we'll just take that one, really. People plotting to kill everybody. How old are we? 33. Still got plenty of time, hopefully. I mean, we could die with a mystery illness. There's plenty of people that do die young in this game. But we are well over the 20-minute mark, so I think that is a good point to stop there. I hope that we can salvage this and manage to take over. We may even end up at some point being the Empress of England. Well, the Empress of Britannia or the Queen of England. Who knows how it's going to work out. But it is not lost yet. We will continue to keep going. And somehow we've also managed to inherit another... we've actually inherited a random county over here. That is very strange. Very strange indeed. But there you go. So thanks a lot for watching Crusader Kings 2. Hope you're still enjoying it. And I'll see you on the next video. Until then, goodbye for now.